Oh man. Oh. Oh, ninth.
On the way down screaming, "Whoa, before we have a son, then we'll be alright."
What is going on, guys? My name is George, or the real Wolfie, and welcome to episode 37 of the TM Weekly Update series. This is absolutely flying by, this series, and sorry I didn't manage to upload an episode last week. I was busy recording F1 2016 videos. I'm still busy editing them down, actually, because there's a lot more included in this series, so make sure you stick around for those videos within the next week, definitely within the next few days, hopefully. But for now, we're going to get on to what's happened in the last week. We got 2 weeks of stuff to cram into this episode, so I'm going to be as quick as I can. So let's get underway with what's happened in the last fortnight. So we start this roundup 2 weeks ago on the 21st of August with a home match against Ash United. Now, if we quickly look at the head-to-head, you can see we've won 1, drawn 2, lost 1 against this guy. It's a very close rivalry between us. If we look in the league at this point, he was top of the league, so this was going to be a difficult game. And as to the teams, pretty equal, being honest. He does have a few lower rated players than I do, but he has more 4-stars in his team. So I was just hoping to get something from this game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that, losing 3-1, despite him having a player sent off, Vale getting our only goal. Hawthorne, I think, mainly let us down because he didn't have a great game, and we didn't actually have a really good goalkeeper at that time. So that wasn't that great. Joshua King did an alright job, but just wasn't up to standard, being honest. So we did end up losing that one 3-1. But luckily, before the first friendly match, we managed to sign ourselves a new goalkeeper. We have Luca Gazzani, who I've nicknamed Spaghetti Bolognese just because of stereotypes. I mean, they're wonderful things. We have our Frenchman, our French offensive mid, Bureau, who I just nicknamed Baguette because he's French. So we now have Baguette and Spaghetti Bolognese. We have a proper meal going on here. And so it's getting quite tasty, this. But we managed to sign Lucas Spaghetti Bolognese, Gazzani. He is so close to being 4.5 rec. He is 4.461. So hopefully by the end of the season, he'll be about that. His wage is a bit steep for what I normally buy, but that's not too bad because we'll only keep him for a season, maybe 2 at the most. He's got very good routine, 16.7 is great for a 22-year-old. Really, really good key skills, 17 in both handling and reflexes. He's just good all round, being honest. And yeah, we signed him for 82.2 million, which makes him my most expensive purchase I've ever made with this team. So managed to sign him. He gave him his official debut against London Llamas in the first friendly league match. We have never played this team before, and as you can see, it's pretty equal. I predicted in the friendly league build-up that this would be the title showdown, and yeah, it was a pretty close game, to be honest. We managed to scrape through with a 2-1 win, despite having Martelazzi sent off for 2 yellow cards. But Spaghetti Bolognese getting 5.6 rating in his first game. That was very good. And Baguette getting the goal and man of the match, the winning goal and man of the match. So that was pretty good, being honest. So I was pretty happy with that. Our main meal is doing very well, and perfect start to the friendly league then. Then we go back on to the league, and we had an away match against West Berkshire UD. As you can see, his team really not high level whatsoever, not League 2 quality. I think he is inactive as well if we just quickly hover over his name. Yeah, last seen 28th of June, so non-active team, really crap team as well. 16th in the league, somehow he's won 1 and drawn 1. We were 12th at this point, 3 points behind Sparta Pardo. If we lost this, we could drop down to 14th. And yeah, I was just looking for something good. I was hoping for 4-0 maybe. We got a bit better than that. We got a 7-0 victory after he had one of his defenders sent off. His team just played crap. We played brilliantly. Botius coming off the bench to get 2. Hill getting himself a hat-trick. Vale and Baguette getting the other 2 goals. So very good to see our forwards actually scoring for once. And yeah, that gave me a little bit of confidence going into the next home match against Malvern Albion. Now, in this match, we're really up against the odds here. At this point, we were in 12th in the league, level on points with Charlemont, and 3 points could take us up to 6th place where Malvern Albion were. So I was really up against the odds in this. So as you can see, head to head, we have won 3 and lost 1. So we have done very well against him, but all our victories have just been straight throughs. As you can see by the teams, We have one 4.5 star player, quite a few 4 stars, but his team has been very, very consistent. He has got all 4 stars, bar one of 3.5 star. Sorry, two 3.5 stars. So he's got a really, really strong team. When I looked at this pre-match, I was speaking with MJFC, and he said I was really up against the odds to win this one. And somehow we did just that. We came right up against the odds, absolutely dominating this match, beating Malvern Albion 2-1 again. He had a player sent off, so I'm guessing that's why we won. Baguette getting himself another goal, as did Hill Vale, losing a bit of form. Spaghetti Bolognese doing very well as well. As you can see, though, 61% of possession, 18 shots, 15 on target. I was so impressed with that. And that was just super, super pumped for the next league match, which was at home against South Gloucestershire Wednesday. Now, as you can see, again, another very, very average team. If we look at the league, he was in 13th. He somehow got 11 points this season. Again, another inactive team. If we look at the field, like I said, very, very, very one-sided it should be. And somehow we drew 1-1. I'm guessing it was mainly because of this. Marks Veladze, 17 minutes in, gets sent off. He scores 20 minutes later. And Reed also got sent off 73 minutes in. So we had two straight red cards. And we also had Hawthorne get a yellow card, and he got one the match before, so he was also suspended for a game. So we have 3 players sent off basically in that one match, which was really, really tough then for the next league match. But that wasn't brilliant, to be honest, and it was a bit of a shame. But thankfully, we had a friendly league match next, so we could lift our spirits a bit with a game against Redman FC, and we're able to play our full strength team as suspensions don't count in the friendly leagues. So we were just hoping for a victory against this guy, and we only just got that. So a 1-0 win. He played superbly. His goalkeeper had the game of his life, being honest. So that was really good to have a competitive game against Roadman. Unlucky he didn't get something from it, but it was just one-sided in terms of shots, but not really shots on target. So it's really close one, actually. We'll see the rest of the friendly league in a minute. Then we came on to the league, and I knew this would be a struggle against Northampton FC. You can see his team is extremely strong. Two 4.5 star players in his team. The rest of the team's pretty similar to mine. But you can see we had to change up the formation a heck of a lot. We played Milner, who's recently become a 4-star player, so he'll be sold at the end of the season. We also played Spalding and Nugent as centre backs alongside Winchester. So it was a pretty tough game, this one, and I was kind of happy with the results being also 1-1 draw against him. I was super happy with that, especially when he had twice as many shots on target as I did. Winchester grabbed himself a yellow card in that one. Vale finally gained himself a goal, and Gazani getting a 5.9 rating. So another good game for our defence and attack. Midfield lacking a bit this season, but thankfully the rest of the pitch is doing all right. And then we come on to the last league game, and that was against Newton Heath LYR. If we look at the head-to-head against them, we've won 3, drawn 1. If we look in the league at this point now, MGFC in the last game against Northampton have actually reached the top of the league after that game. So it was a bit of a letdown. I think it was actually the game before the last round when we played Northampton FC that he was top of the league. But then he lost that game. He slipped down to 5th. As for us, we were in 11th with Newton Heath 5 points behind us in 14th. We look at the field, it should be an easy win for us. And the game, it was a bit of disappointment, being honest. It was very, very close, to be honest. Baguette getting himself another goal. He's doing absolutely superb this season. And Spaghetti Bolognese completing the dinner for 2, getting a 7 rating and a 7.1 with Baguette. So brilliant there. If we look at the league now, MGFC lost again, this time 2-1 to Malvern Albion, which sees Malvern Albion climb to 2nd in the league. MUFC are top on 24 points. MGFC slipped to 9th. Now, behind us on goal difference, we are now climb up into 8th, which is where we will be in terms of our sponsor targets, so really happy with that. Next up, we have Real Chronic, which will be a hard one. He's in 3rd place, 4 points ahead of us. As MGFC plays Manchester United, so he has a pretty tough game as well against 7th place, but there's something I just want to show you here. If we look at our home form, we are joint best in the league with Grimsby UC, Malvern Albion and Manchester United. 13 points in 6 games at home. 1 defeat. Really, really happy with that. It's really good to see our home form is really good this season. As for our away form, not too great. We are all the way down 14th with 5 points in 5 games. So not great. We need to improve on our away form. But as for the home matches, we're playing really well this season, which I'm really, really happy to see at the moment. Now we come on to the YouTube friendly part of this video, and we have 2 rounds of results to go through in this section. So I'm going to be as quick as I can to make sure this video isn't too long. So we're going to start off with the results on the 28th of August, starting with the YouTube friendly League 1. So we have St Ulster Athletics 4, Hammond 1, Billingham Brummies 1, FC Sunrise United 0, Swanley Shooters 4, Sealand Plasterers FC 1, FC Belly Athletic 0, Surfleet FC 0. The Lions in Pyjamas 0, East London Football Club 1, and Dunstan Cowboys 1, Northampton FC 2. In the YouTube Friendly League 2, we have NGFC 5, B1989 3, Redbridge Rejects 3, John Menzies United 2, Moonslike Hagen 0, Mirror FC 3, LA Galaxy 3, White United 3, and GC FC 1, Arsenal Mandos FC 0. And in YouTube Friendly League 3, we have Wolfie United FC 2, London Llamas 1, ADO Richmond Shire 4, Roman FC 0, Chris Pratt FC 1, Kansas City Chiefs 2, Regal Lioness FC 1, and Broad Boys 1, and Hench FC 2, Beverley Rangers 1. And then a week later, on the 30th of August, in the YouTube Friendly League 1, we have Hammond 1, Dunstan Cowboys 1, FC Siren United 3, St Ulster Athletics 3, Sealand Plasters FC 0, Billingham Brummies 2, Surfleet FC 2, Swanley Shooters 1, East London Football Club 0, FC Bailey Athletic 2, and Northampton FC 3, The Llamas in Pyjamas 4. In the YouTube Friendly League 2, we have B1989 2, Dewsbury FC 2, John Menzies United 1, MGFC 1, Mirror FC 3, Redbridge Rejects 2, White United 5, Moonslike 3, and Huddle Hawks 2, LA Galaxy 1. In the YouTube Friendly League 3, we have London Llamas 3, Hench FC 1, Roman FC 0, Wolf United FC 1, Kansas City Chiefs 1, ADO Richmond Shire 1, Broad Boys 2, Chris Pratt FC 0, and Beverley Rangers 2, Regal Lioness FC 3. So, 9 to the tables, round 2 results and table for YouTube Friendly League 1. The results, there's a really high scoring one there between Sirens and Austell. That's that. The others are quite normal, except for that final one against Nodtown and Lions. Incredible game that. You would buy a ticket to go and see that if you could. So that was really good. As for the table, Billingham Brummies lead the way on 6 points. The only remaining team to have a 100% win record in that league. Then Austell, Bailey and Surfleet resume normal business in 2nd to 4th, with the highest leagues seeming to be the highest achieving ones there, although we are expecting Bailey to climb even higher because he is the only championship team in there, other than Lana's in Pyjamas, but they're in the Irish League, which is about the equivalent to a very high League 2 or mid-table League 1. But as you can see, I've included the leagues instead of the stupid arrow animations I had last time because that just took too much time. But with the leagues, you can sort of compare where people you'd expect them to be, and it gives you some sort of insights. Here, as expected, Sealand Plasters rock bottom with no points whatsoever. They're the only conference side in there. The League 2 teams seem to be struggling a little bit, with none of them getting more than an average of getting more than 3 points. As the League 1 teams all seem to be going strong, and we are expecting Billingham and Austell and Bailey to be the main contenders for the championship, although it does seem that Surfleet and Swanley may be able to put up a challenge as well. Then the YouTube Friendly League 2. Now, that last round was incredible. 2 really close games at first. Miro is the main shock, though, and Wyatt as well, because if you look at the table, Miro FC, the only conference team other than Arsenal and Dewsbury, is leading the way. Miro finished mid-table in the bottom league last season, but got picked to go up to the middle league after going in the hat. And he's now leading this league. Again, the only team to have a 100% record in this league. There are only 3 teams to have a 100% win record altogether in the leagues, and he is one of them. The conference premier side getting 2 wins out of 2 so far. Wyatt United as well, after finishing, I think it was pretty much rock bottom in the last league, but going in the hat as well and got picked to go back up. He is now 2nd in the league with a win and a draw, 4 points there, with MGFC as expected in the top three. We're expecting him to probably win this league, but Miro, if he can continue this form, you never know. We could have a surprise victory for him. Then we also have Dewsbury in fourth with, as for the rest of them, you can see Mansfield Outlaws down in 12th because his team got banned. So that means there's only 5 matches per round in there. So that is why there are two teams, Huddle Hawks and Arsenal Amandos, who have only played one game in there. B1989 is from the Danish league, so that's why he's got a Dan. And yeah, it's a pretty close league, this one. It should be a very interesting one. Very close relegation battle, though, at the moment. Then the YouTube League 3, as those results, nothing too surprising in there, I'd say. It's very, very equal. And as a table, I am the only other team to get a 100% win record. I lead the way with 6 points. I wouldn't say as expected, but as there are only 3 League 2 teams, and you look at the first round where I beat Llamas and Hench last time, only finished mid-table, you would kind of expect me to now go off and win this one. But ADO Richmondshire and Abroad Boys are mounting a serious fight at the moment, with Kansas City Chiefs the only championship side in this one because they are Venny, but he has downgraded his team a serious amount at the moment. That's why he went down straight to the bottom league. Regal is in fourth as well, being able to mount herself a challenge there. So a very close one for the promotion places, but I think I might be able to go off and win this one, fingers crossed. But as the second to third, I think it's going to be a several-way scrap for that one between the teams currently in second down to seventh. Then right at the bottom, already 3 points behind everyone else, is Beverly, Chris Pratt, and Roadman resuming normal positions you'd expect there. And it'll be a fight to not come last between them two, unless Beverly and Chris Pratt or Roadman could get a few points on the board. But it will be hard when you look at the other teams. Now we come on to the tactics for the next match of the season, which is against Real Chronic. And it's going to be a hard one, so I've gone back to the old formation that we went for. Now Marks Veladze is unsuspended. So we've gone to the very defensive version with Gazani in net, Winchester and Hawthorne are solid centre-backs, with Nugent on the left, who's been playing pretty well there recently, and Marks Veladze on the right. As the midfield is still fairly weak, with us having to play Evans at the moment while Reed is still suspended. I think he only has one more match left on his suspension. Yep, he does. He'll be back afterwards. But for now, we're playing Evans on the right mid. Sayer is still our left midfielder. Doing all right, I guess. He's doing okay so far. Russell's had a bit of an off season, but he's still an incredible player. So hopefully he'll be able to pick up his form. As the rest of the players, Bureau is our offensive mid. Baguette. So Meal 2 still starting, and Hill and Vale up front. As the subs and substitutions are making, 70 minutes in, we swap Hill with Botius because both of them have fairly low routine. Nugent swaps with Spalding later on because he does have the best of stamina, and Evans swaps to Fox. Fox swaps Evans, sorry, just because Evans isn't that great on the right mid. Then we come on to the crappy youth ball of this week, and we're going to go back to the normal times and just see what we get. It's probably going to be rubbish because our youth academy isn't that great at all. We've got Andy Dodal and Sean Goff. We're going to start with Goff because we don't really need an offensive mid. So if he's any good, he'll just be sold straight away, and he could be good. We're going to hire him. 4-star pot. We'll see what he's like. Then we'll start with Andy Dodal. Let's see. Can we get 2 good youth balls? No, we can't. We really can't. So let's get rid of him. Typical, the only player that we don't particularly need has a good potential on him. So we're going to use one of our scouts. In between the episodes, we have signed a lot more scouts. We obviously have Barleycorn, Honeyball, and Stevens we already have. But we signed 3 senior scouts now as well. Oakley with 20 senior, which means players over the age of like 21. No, maybe even 20, you can then see their potential a lot more with him. And he also has 16 devs, so that's very helpful in seeing how much bloom they've got left. We also have Mac Wolf with his 19 youth there, and Matthew Hudson with 19 senior and 15 devs. And again, not too bad as well, 16 youth, so he's not the worst of scouts there whatsoever. But we are going to use Tim Stevens with his 20 youth, 20 development. See what this guy is like, and he's standard. So we're going to list him, see if one club wants him, and he's, oh yeah, forgot about that, he's below 18 years old, and we wouldn't want to sell the kids, so we're just going to fire him instead, because he's just a waste of money. And yes, not the best of youth balls there, if I'm being really honest with you, but we never really have the greatest, do we? Now we come on to a bit of a video which I want you guys to get involved with. So at the moment we have 69 million, just under now after again that youth pool there. But we've got 68 million and I am thinking of upgrading my stadium a bit. So at the moment in terms of fan club, for numbers of seats that we need. The rule is you are about 2.5 times the seats that you have fan club, and at the moment we have 8,934. Which, if I type that into a calculator on my phone, we want 22,335 seats if we want the exact amount. And at the moment we have slightly over that. We have 20. Actually, no, we don't. So we're going to upgrade that to by 250 seats, so we're at 22,500. So we've got just enough to expand a little bit. So that's 2.5 million gone there. So just upgrade our stadium ever so slightly there, but not too much whatsoever. So it is growing though, luckily. So we've got 66 million. And I need to know what to upgrade. So our merchandise store is maxed out. We could upgrade our physio to make a 100% chance of shorter injury, but it is 200 grand a week more maintenance for them and 5 million. So let me know if you think that would be a good upgrade to do. As to the other stuff, we could upgrade our fast food. That's £4 more per spectator we get, which 25,000 and so 22,500 people go, and that at the moment we're getting 540k a match for that. I'm just typing this in my calculator on my phone at the moment to work it out, and then we get just over 600 grand. So that would be a lot more, but it's 6 million upgrades. So let me know if you think that's worth it. We could do parking, which just increases the percentage of attendance. But I don't think that's great when we don't have too many free seats at the moment as it is. Sausage stands, that's 2.5 coins more per spectator. Toilets, again, more attendance. We could upgrade our youth academy, but that's twice as much maintenance per week for that, and there's not much difference in the potential. Or we could upgrade our training grounds, which I'm very tempted to do. It's 40% training. We do need a really high training ground if possible, and it is only just it's 7 million to upgrade, but it's only just over 2 million maintenance. So let me know what you think, guys, between training ground, youth academy, toilets, sausage stand, physio, parking, and fast food as to what you think I should upgrade. And yeah, comment that down below or send me a message as to what you think. But for now, we're going to get on to the next part of the video, which is obviously the friendly matches to round off this episode 37. Now we come on to this final part of the video, guys, and as you can see, we're on the friendly match page. But before we go into the matches that have been challenged to by MGFC Beverly, Les Français et Les Anglais, and Abroad Boys, just want to show you this. MGFC currently in the national division of League Two, he is rated 8th in terms of friendly matches that he has played for ranked matches. It's really good for him to be there. We are ranked 225th because we haven't even played any games yet. But good to see MGFC doing that at the moment. But we'll see if we can beat him in a minute. But for now, we're going to start off with the match against Les Français et Les Anglais. Never played this team before. They just randomly challenged me to a match. As you can see, an alright start team there. We're just going to skip this one nice and quickly. We win 3-1. Vale, Hill, and Baguette getting goals. Really good game there, actually, by them. Pretty good in terms of shots on target. So good start there by us. We're then going to move on to the second game. We're going to zoom through these guys so we can end this here and you guys don't have to watch too much because I'm guessing this has been a fair amount already. So we're going to then go on to Beverly Rangers. We've obviously played this team a few times before. Beverly, yeah, is developing his team quite nicely at the moment, actually. He's doing a good job there. We've won 7 times, though. He has only ever scored 5 goals against us in 7 games. So we're going to skip through this one. Let's see how we do. We win 1-0. Not really the best there. Anthony Sampson, my old boy, getting himself sent off, which is always funny, but not the best there. Vale didn't perform too well. Neither did Hill, being honest. Baguette again getting a really good game in there. But not too great, but I say we dominated in terms of possession, but not really in shots. And then we have the final 2 games. So we're going to start off with Abroad Boys because we'll be facing them in the friendly league not too long. So let's see how we play against them. So obviously head-to-head wise, we've won 4, drawn 2. Hopefully we can win this one. And yes, we win 4-2 with Hawthorne actually getting himself a goal. Really good game there by him. 8.9 rating, so brilliant by him. Russell not too good, but Sayer getting a goal, Baguette getting a goal, and Botius getting a goal. So pretty good there. 50-50 possession, but we have more shots on target and more shots. So pretty good. Now the big one, the big question: can we beat the 8th ranked in League Two MGSC? So let's see how we do against this mighty Spur, lowest in the league. So we should technically win it. If we look at the head-to-heads, we played us each other way too many times. At the moment, if we win this, we will be level in terms of victories on 9 apiece. 3 draws. We really want to win this one though. In terms of friendly matches, we are beating him 7 wins to 6, but in the league he's been us 3 wins to 1. Be really nice to win this one to extend our friendly match league and draw it level. And it's a 2-2 draw. I will take that happily because I'm going to claim this as we were the better team in that one because we have way more possession, more shots, more on target. His goalkeeper had a pretty good game, and you fouling bastard, you cheating sod, you have just killed my team basically. But I'm going to say if these injuries hadn't have happened so early on, we would have won that game. That's what I'm actually going to say. So I would rather take that as a win, but I'm not going to. But anyway, guys, that's been episode 36 of the TM Weekly Update series. I realised halfway through the video it wasn't actually episode 37. I tried to record one last week, but it failed. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you have enjoyed, like and subscribe. Stick around for F1 2016. Make sure you watch the preview episode I did where I create myself as a driver. There'll be a link in the description to the previous TM Weekly Update if you haven't seen it. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with my most recent videos. My name is George, Oliver Wolfie, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.